Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, July 18. I think I'm recovering from sugar coma after eating approximately 7. Here, wait, you got to come model for us. No, come on. Jeannie came home from Korea with a new style. She's now our resident Uniqlo oversized clothing Japanese wear model.
Kai and I went, okay, my kids never say yes to anything shopping wise.
It's kind of, they get it from her.
I want to shop and buy everything.
Right. They learn to say no the way you do.
They say no and mean it. What does that mean? They're the complete, I don't know what he's talking about, because they're the complete opposite of me. My kids, Kai will be like, if you get that for me, I am going to be angry. That's how much he doesn't want us to buy things for him. But he said to me, we were at dinner, he's like, I want those shirts that don't have seams. This is how he described it. He's like, those shirts that don't have seams and they're a little bigger. And I was, first of all, he's always liked really fitted. Since he was little, he would say, I don't like that shirt.
It makes me, he would literally be like, it makes me look fat.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're like this. How can that?
Yeah, he didn't like anything that was oversized or wasn't totally fitted. So I was surprised, number one, that he wanted something fitted. And then number oversized. 2, I was surprised that he was even saying he wanted something. He never wants anything. Well, he does, but it's like a keyboard, but he never wants anything clothing wise. Shoes wise, he'll wear his shoes until they have holes in them and they're falling apart.
He's a minimalist.
And he really
he believes in it.
He believes in it. He tells us we're part of the problem. He says we're the problem. And he always he'll praise me when I do something that is anti-consumerism, and anything that saves, or when I recycle, or all of that stuff. He's always like, nice, Mom. I can't remember what I did something. He's like, he was like, way to go, Mom. So he wanted to go shopping. I got this shirt. What's it called? Uniqlo. And so we went in there and he tried things on. He picked things out. I was like, you like that shirt? Let's get 3. He wanted 2 of them. I was like, let's get 3. I'd go, why don't you get that color too? And he's like, no. He's like, 2 is enough. He bought 1 pair of shorts.
Do you want me to clean this?
1 pair of pants. 2 shirts.
That's like a haul for that kid.
That is a lot. That's a kid who's like, I just need 7 shirts, 7 pairs of
literally pants. Traveling to Korea, he's like, I took 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, and 7 shirts. And I'm like, Kai, take 8 or 9. Because maybe one week you won't want to do laundry on Sunday.
Yeah. And then I told you about Violet, how she's like, no, I don't need that. Don't get that for me. And then when
she's been much more receptive to, she let me shop for her when I was in, when I was in Salt Lake the last time we were somewhere, and she kind of was looking at something, and I was like, do you want that? She's like, I like it. I think I'd use it. And then she loves her camp chair. As silly as that sounds, she loves her camp chair.
So she's working now, and she's like, I did think of something I need for the house. And I was like, what do you need? And she's like, a butter dish. She's like, I've just been using a plate. And I was like, go buy your own butter dish. You can buy your own butter dish.
We bought them a house.
I was like, go get your own butter dish. Yeah. So you need to learn to buy something for your house. So
your short hair is really cute. I think we're Jeannie's
trying to decide.
She's starting to be won over by the ease and cuteness of her short hair.
Short hair. I'm kind of like, oh, this is kind of like. I think as it grows out, I'll do some short hair styles, but.
I think maybe you just leave it short for a little while.
I might just leave it short for a little while. Okay, what is going on? I didn't get back to everyone yesterday, but I did.
Yesterday was crazy. I feel like everybody's been on vacation for a couple of weeks where we really did get like a nice little break. And maybe it was part of it was that we were on vacation too. But the last 2 days have been nuts. Like I've said something to the employees, like I feel like everybody's back from vacation. Like everybody's ready to come in the store. Service has gotten very busy again. So
it was 4th of July week. Everyone goes away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Stuff. I think everybody was on vacation.
Yeah, we did our in-store.
That was super fun. Thanks for the folks that came over.
If you were here,
I think it went really well.
Coming in. And I didn't even know any. Like Patrick had told me a couple of things, like highlights, but I hadn't seen a picture. Like the dealers, they gave us a picture, but we can't share it with you. So I hadn't seen the picture. I hadn't heard all of the details. And that information is going to be out there. Like, I'm sure people are sharing it.
And for my out-of-town ladies, like, quite frankly, the last couple of days, like, my day ends with me, like, trying to get through the 4 messages from folks I haven't called back yet. But I will be calling. So the event went great. Several more people kind of signed up for the machine. I think as people... So one of my very good friends is... I can say this.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And it's...
No.
What? Yeah.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't. No. Absolutely not.
Well, we'll just say another brand.
Okay.
So I have a very good friend who's he's a multi-line dealer, and I had told him that we were doing our event. I called him after the event and just went, hey, the event went great. Like, you know, a couple more people signed up, blah, 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 blah. He's got multiple brands, and he's like, I'm not pitching the brother until I deliver all the machines from the other brands, because the news about the new brother machine is strong enough. He feels like he's got people committed to these other brands, and the machines are starting to ship, and he's like, I can't have cancellation of those machines because I've already bought them. But the new machine sounds pretty impressive. There's like Brother's done it again with new technology that it's next level technology. So
yeah, it's pretty amazing. Every time, even like before the Luminaire, it's like, the Luminaire's coming out, whatever. And then when I found out all the stuff that was in it, and you know, same thing with this machine, I'm like, my Luminaire is like, I love my Luminaire. But when you hear everything that's coming out, you're like, oh my God, it's pretty incredible. But I mean, they're all incredible. They're amazing machines and so much fun. So,
and for those of you that just aren't, that's fine too. If you have a Luminaire is still, like I said, like Jeannie was just saying, it's still an amazing machine. So Danielle has her last day at her job that she's been at for 15 years.
Retirement.
Well, no, she's starting a new job to allow her to buy new machines.
Oh my God! Congratulations on the new job, and I hope it allows you to buy all your new machines. Right. We work to get our machines. So I did bring some of this. I don't want you to be disappointed, because I just, like I said, I didn't think I was going to have as much room as I did have. And
Well, and Jeannie went to Korea kind of saying that she really wasn't going to shop. Like when
I did. I don't remember saying
you
that.
went to Korea saying that you needed 2 small bags and you were concerned about the space that you would have for Medici,
Yeah, what
red
I really
pepper,
needed,
and ojinga.
I brought back dried squid and to make.
The ladies are like, what?
It's like shredded dried squid, so I could make this side dish. And then I bought back
Which is like her favorite thing ever.
I do. I'll eat it like potato chips. It's like one of my snacks. And then I brought back a big bag of Medici, which is like
It's minnows.
Are they anchovy? Are they small anchovies?
No,
now?
they're not anchovies. They're
But
like,
you use it in stock when you're making like soups and stuff. And then
I don't know if they're anchovies. I don't think they're anchovies. I don't think they're salty enough.
And then I brought back gochugaru, which you can get all this stuff here, but like the gochugaru there, like the stuff I had was like my grandmother grew the peppers and then put them out and dried them and then took them to like the mill where they made the red pepper from the peppers that she grew.
Baby anchovies.
Yeah, they're baby anchovies. So it's like special. This is like, so my aunt gave me a big bag of it. I don't know if it's like stuff that my aunt raised or not, but it's from my aunt. So it's like, you know, it's more
like
special.
still have some stuff in the house from your mom.
Do have a little bit of like, she made me like she would roast the sesame seeds and smash them, and those are what you use in like some of your side dishes. So I still have some of that from my mom. So anyhow, that's what I had a suitcase to bring that back, and I wasn't even thinking like, am I gonna bring back all this fabric or not? And then, you know, I just couldn't help myself. So somebody had asked like what flowers I had gotten. That one guy had like the most amazing selection, and these weren't my favorite flowers, but they were just ones that I was like, oh, I think I could use these in some of the projects that we've been doing. So I did buy some of these, which they're just like, are these just chiffon? Like, what is this? So anyways, I bought these, and I got these to do the flamingo skirt, the flamingo bodies. And then I just bought those in 2 colors. These were the ones that I bought from that guy. I mean, I got all of these, but I thought I could use these in Home of the Haunt for the flower that goes onto the hat. And they're just really, really pretty. So, but he had, oh my God, the little flowers and the big flowers, and like the flowers were just amazing. And I love everything that's like flowers. And there was so much bling there, so much everything. I wasn't even in the building that had all of the ribbon and stuff. At least I don't think I was. Fabric wise, are you reading those?
Yep.
Dogs like squid. Oh, my dogs would freak out over the squid, but I'm not sharing that with them. That's special. Not that I don't get.
Our dogs get special food every meal.
They'll have some of it. There's stuff I don't even know what it was. I am not a huge garment sewer. I was. I did make garments. I was never a huge garment sewer. But
she made all the kids' clothes for a long period of time.
I didn't make all their clothing. I made them some stuff. But I found this fabric. I don't even know what it is, but I just absolutely loved it. Do you see? Like, it has those like raised row, and it feels like so, I don't know. Feels like
it's nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. It's some kind of cotton. And then, but I wanted to make, we are going to do that serger class where we're going to make tulip pants. So I was like, ooh, this would be really, really cute, like tulip pants. So I got that. I just saw it and got it. This is printed linen. So I had so much trouble selecting what I was going to get, but this is just a printed linen. There were so many, and I was like, can I see that roll, and can I see that roll? But I could tell, like, Koreans get irritated, don't you think?
Koreans sound angry all the time.
And they get annoyed. They're like, you want to touch all this stuff? Like, there was that one store I went into where I didn't buy anything, and she was upset and told me that I'm going to ruin her whole day because I gave her bad luck because I was her first customer and I didn't buy something. So I'm like really scared to like touch and feel and ask for too much. There were so many beautiful.
That's when you're
linens.
like, I'm in retail too.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as bad luck from one customer. You're bad luck.
Oh my God. Okay. So the triple gauze and that place that had the gauze. So what's 6,000 won? What's 3,800 won? I mean, that's going to be like nothing.
Well, but that's the other thing right now is the U.S.
exchange
dollar
rate is so strong.
strong right now.
Because it's 13.79 was the exchange rate when I went.
$27.46.
No, that's not right.
38,000 or 3,800.
3,800. Oh, so $2.70.
$2.70.
That's why when I hit the gauze, I was like, it was 3,800 won, $2.79. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
A yard.
And we're talking $2.75.
Yeah. So the double gauze was $2.75, whatever he said, and then the triple gauze was 6,000 won. So that's like a little bit more. So let's say $4 a yard. And it is so beautiful and high quality. I just love, so this is another thing that I want to like make another pair of really, really yummy pants with. This is the double gauze, and then I bought triple gauze too. And that's why I was like, 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. I mean, it was, and I bought all different colors. It was just like so yummy and so cheap, and like okay. This was the first fabric I bought because that woman said to me, you need to, if you see it and you like it, you just need to buy it. You're not going to be able to find your way back again. And I saw this print, and it's like owls. I love owls. And it's like this really, really yummy, yummy cotton. And it reminded me, there's a building here in Reno that has an owl shooting like lasers out of its eyes. Is it like next to a dispensary?
It's over on like Wells or something.
And this reminded me of that, and I was like, oh, I could make a really fun apron out of this, or I could make fun pants out of this, or I could do whatever I want out of this, and I thought it was super fun. So I got this. That's what started it. I was like, got that, and then I was ready to start shopping. And this one lady had all this fabric, and she was like, it's 6,000 won for 2 yards. So
it's like $2 a yard.
$2 a yard. So I got this from her, which I love.
And that's
love.
that's really
it's
a result of the exchange rate. Like,
beautiful cotton, and it was just like so much fun. I love stars, and I got this one from her too. So, which had this really, really pretty print. It reminded me of Miki Kim. Okay, this is, remember I told you I got that cotton that was like, just like so thin and beautiful. And really, I wish I'd bought more of this. But there were so many prints to choose from, and I had such a tough time deciding. I love blues. So you're going to see blues in this pile, blues and greens and jewel tones and stuff like this. But it's so like delicate and beautiful. It says home decoration textile, but I just love this. I don't even know what to do with it, and I wish I'd bought more. But again, I always feel like I can't touch. I don't want to ask for too much. I just want to get my stuff and go. And then here's another, I think this is another linen print. That was like so pretty too. This one woman had all of these beautiful, beautiful printed linens, which was so fantastic. I bought some cotton velveteen, and I bought this because we have a couple kits that we put it in. And when I buy my cotton velveteen, I buy it from Kimberbell, and I buy those little pieces, and then we end up wasting a lot. So this guy had, I mean, he must have had like 50 different beautiful, absolutely gorgeous shades. And this is cotton velveteen, and it's not that easy to find. And when you find it, you don't have a great selection. So this was just like an orange, and I was like, 2 yards, please. Did I get 2 yards? But
that looks like more than 2 yards. Or is
I know.
just
Look
really
at this.
Thick?
It's thicker, and it's also probably
it was
60
wider.
inch.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be 60-inch or something like that. And just beautiful, beautiful cotton velveteen. But I was looking at the colors like, oh my God, that teal is gorgeous. And that turquoise is absolutely beautiful. And look at that hunter green.
You know, we should go to Korea every year and buy fabric to sell in the store because it's a business trip.
Could we do that?
Yeah, because it's a business trip. The whole thing gets written off.
You can buy, if we could.
As long as we sold fabric in the store.
What would I? Oh, yeah. Okay, the last thing I bought was from that woman who was like, 2 yards for, how much was it? $4. And I got okay, I love these old time, they remind me of those Valentine's Day cards, but this like old time print, this is a printed linen. I mean, just like, oh, it's so beautiful. And like, I just absolutely love this. So I was like, oh, Valentine's Day, I can make myself a pair of like really fun, like balloon pants and they'll be so adorable. That is it. I did not, well, there's more at home.
There's more at home.
There's a stack of muslin. I bought one piece in and I bought way more than that. But yeah, that is kind of it just because I was limited with space. And I kind of, sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I end up getting nothing. So I did get something, but when I'm super overwhelmed, like I would have loved to have looked at their knits. And they're like puffy, they had like puffy fabric too that I would have loved to have looked at. There was so much. So this is just the beginning. Just the beginning of what we'll get next
Gail
time.
Yesterday too.
But yeah.
Next door.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and she's like, oh, we could totally do that.
We can put together a tour. I think we should do it. I think we should really, really do that. I think we could have a lot of fun. But yes, come with me, right? We'll play.
You need to reach out to your eyeglasses guy and just see where things are.
Okay, I did buy a pair of glasses too, and
they go very well with her short hair.
They are really, really cute. I walked in.
They're hand carved, right?
Did you guys see in that video when I was in Insadong, which is like kind of their like antique old part of town?
That's where the Dubu house was.
Yes. So when I was there, I did that video, and remember I went by that eyeglass shop, and the guy goes, like, this is it. The Koreans do all this.
They are very frank and somewhat insulting.
He was like this to me when I was filming, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I went back in there, and I got a pair of glasses, and he walked over to me. Like, I walked in there, and he looked at me, and then he just went over and picked up a pair of glasses, and he's like, these are the ones. And he just knew. And then he looked at my glasses from the side. He goes, you have progressive lenses. And I was like, oh my God, how do you know that? Just from looking at my glasses from 10 feet away? And he's like, you also have a he took them off and he started doing stuff. You got a stigmatism. I was like, how can he tell that just by looking at the, I know it's his business. I know it's his business, right? But I did get a pair of glasses, and he was like, he goes, these are special. And they're cellulose wood, so they're like pliable, and they're like hand carved, and they're so cool. And he gave me 2 different ones. He's like, these would just be a good transition for you, something new and different. He goes, but these are more special. And so I end up getting the ones that were special. And he's like, your glasses? He goes, you have ajashi glasses. Which is like old man glasses is what he told me. And then I looked at him, I was like, oh my God, he's totally right. And he's like, old man glasses. And
the Japanese or the Koreans are pretty stylish too.
So yeah, so I did get a new pair of glasses, so he's shipping them to me, and I'll check on those. I'll check on those today. Okay, what do we have to? I think tomorrow I'm gonna start getting some of the pre-order stuff.
I mean, tomorrow you're doing your sew along.
Oh, right? That's what I wanted to talk to you about. When should I do it? Because I don't want to
do it in the morning.
But I don't want to do it the same time as this.
So do it at 10.
Okay, 10 o'clock. I'm going to do the sew along. So pumpkins and potions, all we're doing is the prep. And if you didn't get your stuff yet, don't worry about it, because we're going to do the first, you'll have the video, but you can kind of watch along. It's just going to be girlfriends and boyfriends hanging out, cutting fabric and pressing and stuff like that. So the following Friday is when we'll start actually putting it together. I think there's 5 different sections of the quilt. I did the spreadsheet. It is a work in progress because I haven't added in the colors and things like that. It's always ever evolving. I gotta tell you, there is a section in there where it wants you to make that checked fabric. I'm tempted not to do that, but I have like perfect buffalo check fabric here, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do that part for sure. Yeah, it does look like a lot of work, but prep is just gonna be tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing that from home, and then I'll come in the afternoon, right?
Did you email the sheet?
Sheet has been emailed. I will send out another email today if you didn't get it. If you are not on my pumpkin and potion list, then you did not get the sheet. So if you're not, and I sent the sheet out, I think out to everybody that purchased pumpkins and potions from us. But if you did not and you still want the sheet, I would be happy to give that to you. I think I also posted on Facebook. So it should be on our Sew Along page. I feel like I'm going to gag right now. Let me get my,
coffee?
I'm dealing with, I'm dealing with that
Paxlovid mouth?
Paxlovid mouth. I don't know, I didn't realize, so I've been on Paxlovid. Thank God for Paxlovid, because I was getting
Jeannie
sicker
was so
and sicker.
sick the first time they put her on monoclonal antibodies. And, oh, that looks good.
I sent Patrick out to go get me old-fashioned candy.
They didn't sell them anywhere. I could not find them.
I bet they have them at Cost Plus.
Well, I'm sure. Like, I was willing to go to Cost Plus for her, but she was like, no, don't go.
But it leaves your mouth with, like, the worst medicine taste. It's really disgusting, and it makes me gag. But I will be happy to add you. So send me an email, and Michelle, you are already on the list. So check your email from me. You should have that. So look for something for me.
Did you say you were doing a fabric kit?
Yes, Joanne, I emailed you back. There will be a fabric kit. Let me show you what we're talking about. Dana did our store sample.
She did it at the quilt show.
Mm-hmm. So the original fabrics were Amanda Murphy cotton shop. I don't have like bolts and bolts of it, so I just pulled, or I don't have that fabric at all. So I just pulled from what we had in the store, and it's a combination of Michael Miller, I think Hoffman is in here, and grunge. So where the fabric is this cat, the orange cat, the hot pink cat.
Didn't I
this
send
is Speckles.
Liz, I sent you your thread set yesterday. Was that pumpkins and potions?
You should get it in a couple of days, so you'll have it for the sew along. And everyone else, there were a couple orders that came in yesterday. Those will go out today.
We're pretty caught up on orders. We need to start. We're starting to see some of the brother stuff.
Yeah, so the rest of the spool stands should go out.
Yesterday I was like, I got very little shipping done yesterday. It was a madhouse in the store.
Because we had that event.
Well, it wasn't even just the event.
It
was super busy.
So I'm going to kit this. It'll have black magic. The black back here is Maywood, and it'll have black magic in it. And then it'll have a fat quarter of each of these colors of the purple, the turquoise, the hot pink, and the orange. And then there is some glitter in there. There's some rolls of the OESC, their Luxe glitter, and we're going to work on that today. So we'll get that put together. Because I know you have other stuff to work on. I know you're not just waiting for this.
We are going to be more cautious and careful in the future as to the number of sew-alongs and commitments this one makes. I'm going to say that every day. Every live stream until we make it true.
Judica did hers with I bet it was amazing. I know nothing about the new hummingbird, but I'm gonna check it out.
The Kimberbell sale items, like a lot of that stuff is beginning to go out as well.
I think we're really close to that. I didn't have all of the spring shower embellishment kits, so I'm waiting on that. But I think all like those orders, everything should kind of be out by next week. But all the old stuff should be out.
Are you excited for Violet to come home?
Yeah.
So Violet's coming home tonight. Well, I think you forget about it sometimes, right? Like you get focused on other things.
Do you and Lori want to split this up and you guys can fill these orders? Thank you very much. That's her top order. Okay. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Not be walking in bare feet in this store.
I walk in bare feet all the time. Oh, Katharina wants to know if she's on the list. Okay, is there anything else? I don't know if we just, I'm excited to sew. I'm excited to, you know what I'm not excited about? Cleaning the sewing room so I can sew.
Well, so
Katharina,
we keep promising.
you're on the list already too.
We keep promising a video for like 1 year with unique sewing furniture. And that is kind of on our list of things to do. But
Shelly, your stuff is up front. The reason yours hasn't gone out is because the thread stand is with it. So Patrick needs to get it.
Well, and I got to call you today
you.
regarding sergers anyways. So, so you're on my, like, literally, like, my list of things to do. Shelly's, like...
You're right there. Tops.
What was? It was, like, middle of the list yesterday, and now it's top of the list. So,
I think we're ready.
Okay.
Let's get started. So we're going to get ready, and we're going to get going. If you need anything, just reach out. Excited to be back. Excited to almost be healthy. Almost ready to go. Excited to sew.
I rode last night, and last night was the first time I felt normal in a month.
Oh, my God.
I'm, like, excited
really?
about it.
Yeah, because you had a good. You were
really
like,
good.
you said you were fast.
It was fast.
I got home because Patrick let me leave a little bit early. I left at 4 and picked up the dogs.
She was a wreck at the end of the day yesterday.
I went in the back patio, took off the cover to one of the chairs, and just like laid there and totally fell asleep. And I was like trying not to because Poppy's destructive. So I always try. I'm like, oh my God, she could be digging in our planters right now. She could be like digging holes. She dug some more holes in the backyard. But she puts cute stuff in it. You can't be mad.
She digs a hole and then she fills it with like
little
sticks
twigs
and
pieces of like plants. Like she puts them in the hole. It's so cute. So you can't be mad. But
she also learned to jump the fence, which I think is so funny. Like I went out while Jeannie was gone. And our fence in our backyard is like belly button
Betty,
high for
I've
me.
got yours. We'll call you today too. It's up front.
And so like she could easily jump over it. She can jump from the ground to the patio or to the grass, which is like probably 5.5 feet tall or something. And so I was in the house and Momo was barking because Momo tattles on her. When she does something she's not supposed to be doing, Momo sits there and barks. So I went outside to be like, oh my God, what is she doing? And then I realized she wasn't in the backyard and she never goes far. And so I'm yelling for her and yelling for her. She runs all the way around the house to the other side of the house, where P.S., by the way, from the grass over the fence is like 2 feet tall because you jump down into a sunken patio. And she like comes over there and I'm like, Poppy, you got to get back over here. Come on. And I'm expecting her to jump over. She runs all the way back around the house and jumps over the fence, obviously where she had jumped over it the last time. So...
yeah, because my dogs are the ones that, like, the fence is here, and they don't jump up. The fence is so low in that part, they stand there, and the fence is, like, right here, and they just bark, and they won't jump over.
And both dogs can jump, like, 5 feet
I never
high.
thought she would ever, like, leave the yard, so I was surprised to hear that.
Well, I think she was just in the front yard, and then she came right back as soon as I yelled at her.
And just jumped right back over.
Are there still kits available for kindred creatures?
I I haven't even made them yet.
Oh, so they aren't even.
Yeah, they're
posted.
not even made yet. We'll go ahead and maybe we'll make like, I don't know, I'll make like 8 or 12 of them right now. And I think we'll have enough where we'll be able to make more of those. The glitter's the thing, because I don't know if I bought a ton of that, but I'll go ahead and I'll put some together. And it might take a week if we sell out of those first ones, just for me to get more of the Oh Yes to glitter. But we'll have as many as you need. Yeah. We'll make a bunch of those.
And then anything else we need to cover?
Nope.
Dax is out of the store today on a delivery in a couple hours. Dax is out of the store next week, so I haven't been pitching the fact that we're a week out. Like, we are pretty caught up in service, but things will definitely slow down for us next week. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
All right. Onward and upward. Have a great day. Be creative and make something incredible. And we will